Hi, my name's David Harris, and this is just one more in our series of Just One More Solution. In discussing this business, it had over 600 staff, 400 million plus in revenue. Again, a very complex stakeholder and shareholder environment. It was a franchise business in retail. The problem the business had was that they had a very outdated buying and pricing model for all of their group stores, which led to the loss of revenue, loss of market share, damage to the brand, and lower profitability at both store and corporate level, and of course a very significant angst and deteriorating culture and relations between suppliers, the head office and the retail stores. So in trying to fix this performance issue, it had significant opportunity to lift, of course, revenue, profitability, performance, culture in one big hit. So the solution was really about focusing on how do you make this a process, one that is simpler, faster, better and leaner, that can be implemented without a significant level of cost. I identified that the solution and presented it to the board and the leadership group, and it was tabled but not acted upon for some time. Then, as with most things in some businesses, a significant trigger event occurred, which then became a cause for the board and the leadership group to say, okay, let's act on this now. And they acted swiftly to implement all of the recommendations, and what the problems that they saw before were not in fact problems. They just needed to work through the project mapping and the implementation process to get through and deliver it. So within weeks, this was done for relatively low cost using internal resources. The 100 plus retail stores suddenly had a series of solutions and results which made them more competitive, lifted sales, lifted their margins and productivity performance. It reduced calls to head office and the fractious backwards and forwards of people saying, look, we're on the wrong deal here, we're on the wrong deal there. All of that just completely melted away. So in one strategic point, this folded or cascaded through the business and created all of these opportunities that had been essentially backlogged for years. And this broke the back of this poor performance and gave certainty, competitiveness and improvement to culture. It's always worth, I suppose what the review part would be, or the part where I would look back and say, is that it is always worthwhile having an external review of what you're doing, a holistic view that says, okay, where are you now? What road are you on? Are there gaps between best practice and your current business? And what are those gaps, and are they big value, and can they actually be turned into profit by doing some changes now? And if you can find those gaps, if you can find the person or business to do that at the right value for you, then you can often unlock millions, as was the case in this business I've just spoken about. Thank you very much for listening to this.